devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined. I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind and say that.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second down, back to Fournette. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off play action. Clemens. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking left side, and it's complete. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On 1st and 10, Clemens. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On first down at Stafford. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clemens. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette running out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Buying time to his left.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
It's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Off the play fake, Clemens. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, round 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Play action. Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Ladies! Alert! 22!
Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Clemens. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clemens. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From just shy of midfield, Stafford toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Kamara with a first down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works free. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Clemens. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Touchdown.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Seibert on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Browns 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Browns on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Clemens. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Stafford. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
45 to Mike. 53. Ready. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Stafford on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Hey, 5-0!
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Coming up on 2nd and 7. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run it again with Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Bradley Bunyan now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or...
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.